Hey everyone, Boardgame Brody here with Meeple Mountain. I was sent a copy of Mighty Mice by Foxmind, so let's get it to the table. Mighty Mice is a children's game, and it's listed for 4 years and older, but I have played it with some coaching to my 2-year-old, and the game is a dexterity dice rolling game. To set up, you will give each player a certain number of mice, depending on the number of players in the game. So 8 mice in a 5-player game, 10 mice in a 3 or 4-player game, and 12 mice in a 2-player game. You will choose an elephant to start the game with and place it in the middle of the table, and it serves as the base of the tower that you're about to build. On your turn, you will roll the die, and whatever the result shows, that is your action for that turn. And you'll be adding on possibly 1, 2, or 3 mice to the tower, or you will add an additional elephant onto the tower in any way except for flat on its side. As you add your mice to the tower, you will add them one at a time, and you can only use one hand. If any piece of the tower collapses in any way, then you will collect any of the fallen mice and add them to your own collection. You now need to get rid of even more mice. If an elephant falls, then it will be added back to the supply to use when a player rolls an elephant on the die. So players will take turn placing mice and or elephants on the tower, and the first player to get rid of all their mice by adding them to the tower will win the game. If you don't want to play competitively, then you can just play together and try to make the tallest tower by rolling the die and adding the result onto the tower. Now, how high can you make the tower before it falls? The game is great for kids as they get to roll the die and they can take the action shown, and depending on how the tower is built, there are some harder configurations or harder turns that you can make when placing your mice on the tower. You can even try to make it harder for the next player by placing your mice or elephant strategically in a way that makes it more difficult going forward. But just watch out, as it actually might make it more harder for you as well. Foxmind makes a lot of games that helps kids develop some skills and start learning games. And if you have any young children, this is a great game to start with. And the components are nice and chunky, and they will be able to learn this game very quickly. Although they probably won't be able to master the tower completely for a while, but they will still have a fun time playing the game. Go ahead, bring some cheese for the mice and some peanuts for the elephants, because we have elephants and mice who seem to be falling all over the place in Mighty Mice by Foxmind. Again, this is Boardgame Brody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table.